So what's up, everybody? Yesterday was the last episode. Uh, I'm still not done. Believe it or not, I know Stephen A. physically didn't do anything to me, but I'm here to let y'all know I want him removed too. Because when Mac kicks me under the table, Stephen A. sometimes kicks me also. So when that kid Max, when he gets in his bag and he starts talking and firing off, and he does his little, yeah, Stephen A, you participate in it. Stephen A, you always try to be like somebody else. Vince McMahon, Martin Payne. Sometimes you try to be like Max on the air. He tries to be like you. At clever times. Whatever. Stephen A is just as absurd. He's just as absurd as Max. But do you see how protected and degreed Max is? As soon, out of nowhere, as soon as the story hits the airway, take him right over. Protect him. Every time. Back in the early 90s, 94, 95, 96, protect him. The nigga touched me in the ice skating ring. And by the end of the month, he had a rap song. 94. Word. Really think if I'm really finished with him. Protected. Very, very, very protected. What is he, 47, heading to 50? Very protected. So we got the Jewish man talking about falling off cliffs and ravines. Right. You see how you want somebody's demise? He can get paid, laughs, likes, and subscribes when he's using his friendly banter to another celebrity. But the darker image is really not Brady. It's really me. You get it? Kicking under the table, looking over there, leaning to the left. Well, lean to the right so the left can have leverage. Stuff like that. Yeah, the whole movement. That's it. Lean to the left, lean here. That's how you ask for leverage. Watch him. All the etiquettes is polished. You see what I'm talking about? How he has different personalities. How over the greedy is. Stephen A is the same way. You're from New York. What, you thought I wasn't gonna look into that more evil? I don't know how close y'all are. I honestly don't care. Because if you kicking me under the table, you kicking me under the table. So you're not my friend regardless. I never met you. Right. I'm Native American. I went to a HBCU in Virginia, where my family is from originally. Get it? Colonized Indians of Virginia. Redskin, Barksdale. What county is that in? At the far east of the map. So you see how dark we got? Right. They easily brought us to Africa. They easily brought us to Asia and everything. Get where this is going? Y'all both from New York. Your degree just like Max. People ask me what happened with my scars. Yeah, Max is responsible for it. Now let's ask these old cats. The ones that was enraged. It was bitter. And they wanted to take it out on the little cuties. Remember all that. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna keep hitting home every single time. Even if I got to buy the asshole subscription, just to show you when he's by himself, watch how lackadaisical he is. You see? And then when he has the attention of others, he starts to put me into his attention. And I don't appreciate it. It's called being angled in degree. So since the white people think it's funny, right? It can be handled any other way. Y'all obviously don't give a fuck about me. I mean, I can sit up here and tell you a whole bunch of mean shit, but at the end of the day, like, who cares? Right? It's really what happens. Check my pages. This is all the focal point of why we're alive. Everything that I explain in every page, even the new page on my imperialism page, go check it out. It all relates to me. It's perfection. I'm a globe. You think I'm gonna stand in the dumps? Look what happened. All I had to do was reach out to somebody else that had power. Now this is where the fun starts, because it worked. Now everybody's sitting up here spamming the same game, and y'all can't even articulate what you do. You just sit there and look stupid. Me, I can articulate what you're doing to liberate and exonerate myself. I'm not gonna work for you. Well, if you check out my imperialism page, the newest page I just put up, I'll work for you if you have a contract. You know, I said on my page, I'll either be your defendant or your lawyer. That's what type of ordeal I am. That's what type of situation, you know, I learned that I could benefit from. Kind of like a ghetto paralegal. So this is where the fun starts, though. I just reached out to one person I knew was going to work. Shout out to Big Blue. How did I know it was going to work? Because I did my observation first. Now let's really take it to Max, the pedophile. Kellerman. You know. It is what it is. He never said hi. He never said bye. You always tried to pick me up. Never tried to slap me up like this. I know you see what type of kid I was. Wasn't with the touchy-feely. Got called Indian. They don't like to be touched. Now which one am I? Bitch. Yeah, it's real like that. This is where it gets good. Cause now I don't want him to have any jobs. If you think it's just first take, you know, like I said, I'm Native American. I attended an HBCU, and you know, you see how Max is favored over Stephen A. by black athletes. They call him more black than Stephen A. Right, so being Native American, going to an HBCU, and then people picking up the synergy, the energy of me being around Max, especially the girls. No mirrors in the insanity ward. What you think I suffered? You feel me? Like for real. Let me give you another analogy. Let me open your eyes to something. Let me introduce you to my character. So, I'm gonna show you a visual or something, right? So in California, say California's over here, right? New York is here, right? And the Middle East is over here. So, back in the 90s, when certain people seen certain people pouring blood on Shiva, that's like equivalent to like a red bandana to the right leg. They seen it in Cali, and they told New York, boom, don't do that. And then they went home here, right? And then when they left, New York got real, and they did exactly what these dumbasses did, what these people told them not to do. Yup. But what New York forgot is that after that, they went this way. And now they watching you. It's just like you going like this to your parents, and then they turn around and they see you or something. You know, some mischief. So they left. You thought it was all good. You did it. They caught you. They was over here. They caught you. So now Biden drops missile attacks over there and only kills United States American citizens and he withdraws all the military away after his mistake. So where's the people that was over here? The original people in the original body of land. They on their way over here, back to New York. They on your ass. That's what I'm saying. It's about to happen. Oh, I almost laughed. But watch that again. Because I just told the truth. Y'all got caught again. The whole America. Especially New York. Y'all have to realize there's other countries looking at the United States of America, and they're watching our television also. They are asking questions. They are playing the same mind and degree game that you're playing. So you thought you were strong, a powerful entity, because you obtained knowledge, got older, and now it's working for you at your comfort level. However, it's a such thing as living a lie. I just gotta be real with you. So me pulling Max, I want to expose him at these, not while he's on TV. You gotta wing him off. You gotta ease off, and then expose him. Now, see, people was like, all right, you have to be specific about certain details on what's going on. My thing is, how is the community the judge of community actions to a non-community member? That's already leverage. Boop, boop. Unfair. How unfair is that? So now you're going to ask different communities, is this molestation? Is this sexual harassment? It's easy for a person that's in the closet to sit up there and give you straight details of sexually explicit content, and then substituting, maybe a porn that he's visualizing or she's visualizing with he or she, and naming the victim as him or herself. That's called obtaining degree. When you use your brain, you channel in on something, right? And you get into character with it. It's a lot to learn those lines when you're going for acting in movies and plays and stuff like that. It's a lot to learn. So you got to be in shape also. Your brain got to hit. Gotta connect all the dots. Your breathing gotta match it. And if you slacking in either or, you have to be content and on point, or it's not gonna work out. That's called obtaining degree. Basically being an actor. So if I'm a psychiatrist and I have a victim, and this victim has been abused for years, physically abused, sexually abused, right? And I'm a victimology counselor. And this person is also unhealthy, anxiety and paranoia. As a psychiatrist, the first thing is that you have to get rid of his anxiety, his paranoia. Especially if we just on a one-on-one, we in a room, if you want the door locked up or whatever. Now you season yourself. You here with me one-on-one. You know you're fucked up. Pardon my language. I'm sorry I cursed. I didn't want to be too professional, because this is more speaker from the heart like you people do. But some of you people speak from the heart too much, and sometimes you intercept other people's feelings when you really don't feel like that. And that's why you are kept looking as stupid as you look. Me, on the other hand, that's why I'm degreed and I just carry my bachelor's. Just to show you. I have to be on point. Because what I say matches, and then the number of people against me can overweigh my opinion, even if my opinion is factual, correct. You can just stand by your ways. It's like justification, degree, homicide, stuff like that. That's what the other circumstances of law and criminal justice is. That's why they intertwined it a little bit with religion, because that's what it's related to. In religion, especially in Islam, you take a shahada, which means degree, with intention from the heart. So you already see where this is going. So if we have a person named Max Kellerman, who is Jewish, right? And on the 6-pointed star, there's a jinn, because the 6-point star is the Jewish star. There's a jinn located when it's not folded, equivalent to sitting down when it's a regular 6-pointed star, or even with the grid in the back on the right side, that's Shiva. So he has a certain belief system also. People, the followers of Shiva, studied Shiva. Shaivism. So as you can see, Shiva is only located on the right side of the human. Now Hindu is the oldest and the first religion. And what people don't understand is Islam is the sanctuary, is the protection of Hindu. So the embodiment of Brahma is Allah. The embodiment of Vishnu is Muhammad, Jesus, Abraham, Noah. The embodiment of Shiva is the Iblis, is the Lucifer, is Satan. You see what I'm saying? Because he's the chosen one. That's why you could still call Lucifer the devil, the destroyer. So what Max does is, he knows Shiva is located on the right side. So he spams Shiva. He spams a destroyer. The soul, the essence, the energy of Shiva, he uses it as he functions. Now the proper way to use that, those angles, those degrees, is with Vishnu, not even Brahma. Shiva's a water spirit, deep water spirit. That's why when you stand up, Shiva's your right leg. The left leg is Uma, the deep ocean land. Marriage. Vishnu is the other water, the shallow water, equivalent to who? The body. That's his wife. The body is Lakshmi, Shri. He's a high water, and she's the equivalent of the land to him. So that's the marriage. Brahma is fire, right? And his wife is Saraswati. She's land, but that's the fire. And those are two waters. So understand, if Vishnu is a guardian, shapeshifter, protector, that's his job to shapeshift, protect, and guard, is to be angled away. You understand? That's the magic. That's the degree. That's That's what Jesus, Muhammad, Moses, everybody unlocked. Right? Because he's the protector. He's the light. He's the guardian. He's equivalent to the prophets. What Max is doing, he's inverting it. And now he's making the destroyer, Shiva, especially when you sit down. When you sit down, it becomes inverted. So everything hops up. Everything hops down. This comes up. This comes up. See what I'm saying? So now, when I'm standing up, Shiva is the right leg. When I sit down, Shiva is now the right shoulder. Now he's angling a destroyer. Instead of standing up and angling Vishnu, the guardian, protector, shapeshifter. Shaivism. I went to a Baptist school. One thing I didn't know about myself is a cousin on my father's side gave me a shahada when I was a very, very, very little kid. I don't even know if I was able to talk. I just remembered one cousin here and another cousin here. And I remember. We're not going to talk about it. You see what I'm saying? And then it came back to me. I was a little kid. I could probably barely walk. I just remembered something. See what I'm saying? So now, as I expose Max, I'm going to keep exposing him. And that's what I'm exposing. You know? You can't play it like that. You can't be this Jewish person and speak about Jewish skepticism and then you write on TV, fucked up lip and all, spamming the destroyer. I got you, bitch. I really do. Yeah. This is a lesson. This is a lesson with me. This is class 357, motherfucker, because I'm loaded. Locked and loaded. For you. Is nothing you can say or do. Because when he's caught in a lie, he's just as fucked up as, like, you're caught. Like, you can't hide shit. When you say something stupid, or when you contradict yourself on TV, that's probably why they removed you also too. You just look dumb. You take the text out of context. Way too much. It's acceptable to take the text out of the context, because the context is written in your favor, so you can just agree with the topic and then keep it trucking. But what you do is, you take the text, the actual question, like if they say, is Tom Brady the best quarterback that ever lived? You will go back to the cliff and not the overall grade, the overall the product. You see what I'm saying? You don't do that. You go straight to the destroyed era. You see what I'm saying? And you pick on it more. Just like how you pick on people's physical looks. Told you. You do a lot of snaps. Throw a lot of subliminals. Or you're very blunt with it. And you laugh. But you mean it. That's the thing. You mean it. And you know you're getting away with it. Your giddiness is what bothers me. And your giddiness is what I'm all too familiar about. And nobody knows your giddiness better than me. You was around me at one point in time more than my own father and mother. So we got you. And then when we finally went to the police, it came with violence. So now that I got your abnormalities on TV, on over YouTube, I got you looking like a madman. I got you looking like Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face from Batman. I got you looking weird. I got you looking giddy. I got you looking like a reptile. I got you looking like a snake. I got more stuff. Things that you say. I got it all. We can get spiritual and religious with this situation because that's the degree. That's the angle. This man was 22, in a suit all the time around me. Jewish man, looking at a red Native American kid, and poured all the attention on me for everything. Never spoke to me. But I fought. For some reason. I ain't never handpicked no opponents. I always got chosen. And that man was there. Did y'all not see it? The police is there watching. Making sure it happens. So he can referee something. The police smartly put him in numerous different characters of judgment on me all the time. Cousin never said nothing. And then behind closed doors, like, yo, forget all that fighting stuff. It was, let me pick you up. Following me to the bathroom. Anticipating me going to the bathroom. Walking close. Very close. Kneeling down. Going like this. Never spoke. Never dapped me up. Y'all know your pops. Y'all know your moms. How's Carter Truth doing? None of that. No. None of that. It was nothing. Nice right hand. Nice headlock. Nice takedown. Nice left. He ain't never say nothing. I just had to do this shit. I was getting beat up upstairs by our older cousin if I ain't do it. I already know I was getting called a punk. But you had this persona if the next little greaseball kid wants to come fight you, you had the persona like, if I say no, I already know they're gonna take advantage. It doesn't even feel right to say no. I have to whip their ass outside in front of these police. I don't care. It was like, hurry up. I would walk into the gym, not near a fighter, or want to teach me no technique or anything. Carl taught us back at the crib, in the big house, the mansion that we was living in. When I was living with him, he would take us down to the den, to the dungeon, where the wash and dry is at, where it looked like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but he got the bags and he got all this flavor shit down there. Yeah, y'all gotta get out the movie theater. Come straight down here. I couldn't get a hello, a hi, and anything at the boxing gym. Let's hit the pads. Shorty, let's do some push-ups. Nothing. It was only me and my cousin that was black. You wanna call me black? Fuck it, I call it black. They say you can't get. They said if you don't call yourself African American or black, you're not gonna be able to get a job. If you get on the interview and say, to those people, I'm Native American, they not gonna hire you. I believe that shit like a motherfucker. And the reason why I believe it, because the teacher, she said, Julian, what color are your eyes? I said, if you ask me, they black, but everybody says they're brown. She said, do me a favor, keep telling them that they're brown. I said, oh, it's over. I had to put 2 and 2 together. In kindergarten, I picked up the pen with my left hand. They snatched the pen out of my left hand and put it in my right hand. Put that on everything. I said, it feel comfortable this way. If you don't write this way, we calling the principal on you. This is the max days. I told you 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We calling the principal. Mr. Chiaffi and Mr. Ratko. Dead ass in Miss Salon class. And she popped my chain. She popped my chain. I was getting abused in school. She popped my chain, right? And then lied to my mom and then got me in more trouble. I still have a vendetta against my whole family for that shit. She popped the chain my uncle gave me. Listen, this is how she popped it. I was getting abused in school. I didn't really say nothing. I thought everybody could catch on. We had to go sleep in the auditorium for nap time. I go too high. Like, I laid down close to the seats. She grabbed my leg and pulled me down. And it snapped the chain. The carpet snapped the chain. Poof. Because she pulled me dumb hard. That shit came off. I was like, I'm about to get my ass whipped for this. Then I thought about it. I sized her up. I thought about my mom's. I said, fuck it. I'm telling the truth. I ain't popped this shit. I went off. I couldn't take it. Y'all niggas making me write right-handed. Y'all keep calling the principal on me. My best friend Abhishek, he's a Middle Eastern. Y'all got a problem with our relationship, with our friendship. We sitting up here doing the work while fast with each other. Because I was writing with my left hand. And then they told me to write with my right hand. He was like, yo, you caught on fast. I'm like, yo, you see this shit? Crazy. I went through it. This nigga got a crystal ball. A fucking voodoo doll. I already know I'm stashed in this weirdo's house. I gotta put an end to it. I gotta put it out. It has to go. Like, for me to go to Virginia and then I read the weirdos. Do you understand how weird you people come off? After I held this shit in for as long as I held it in. And I know I'm finally touching y'all. Because I came this close from really touching y'all. Like, beating the shit out of a lot of people. Like, I came this close. Like, sometimes that shit could just hit. I'm dead serious. It could just hit. Y'all motherfuckers, people around me, people in Virginia, people that I come in contact with, y'all look so bizarre at times that I wonder if I'm getting followed by aliens on some real shit. Because y'all are so damn dumb. That's how I feel. I feel like some people is just so dumb, they can't put it together for real. That it is something supernatural, like really stopping the actual process of me whipping your ass. I'm just being serious. It's a barrier. It's like a grid, like a barrier. And it's halting me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just from whipping your ass. Because maybe you need a mirror by you so you can check and see what the fuck you're doing in the earth and in the streets. Maybe you need that type of realization. But I gotta warn you, back in the 1400s, 1500s, and the 1600s, in Boston, when the witches was walking around with mirrors, they was turning more crazy. It's called decrepancy. You're infirm. You need to stop thinking about other people's children, and whatever you're lacking in, take that same energy and try to dig yourself out the grave. Because it seems like somebody buried a lot of you people alive. I'm looking at a bunch of zombies. I'm spamming videos. Like I said, if you know it's real, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not about to sit up here and spam music in a time like this. I dropped 3 freestyles. I composed my beats just so you could just freestyle plainly. Like, this is something I do. For anybody that thinks I can't talk, it's just maybe you're not matching my angle. You have to do something. I'm tired of working with people that only work with their feelings. You're talking from the heart. You're not working with an education. Back-breaking labor is not good. It could be way swift and easier. You see? Back-breaking work. Come on. Stephen A. Smith. Your typical Jamaican, West Indian. Let me tell you what they do. They take off of work purposely to make you work harder. Especially if they have seniority over you. Also, when they're wrong, they lie and penalize you just to make themselves seem right. This seems very white manish, very white womanish, more white womanish. So, as a Native American, I need for the white man to correct the white bitch. Yeah, that's what you should do. Correct it before the Native American corrects the shit. This shit gets easy for me. If you keep fucking me up, and I could prove you're still fucking with me, I'ma seal your fate. You see this dumbass, right? He's gone. Check, get the fuck off. Jew made a call, got him the fuck out. I didn't know he was working for so long. Because I was working. I had no time for his shit. I hate him. Fuck am I watching him for? I never wanted to be around the motherfucker. So, I put my foot in his ass. Virtually. Booted him right off. Now I'm gonna tear him down. Tear the whole place down. I'm listening to radio. I'm copying your subscription. I hope you go to hell. Fuck you. Yeah. And Stephen A., I want you gone too. Because I felt them fucking kicks. Really.